Hey, what's up, guys? Dan back up in Battleborn, and I just wanted to come to y'all real quickly with just it's been about a week since this game has come out. I wanted to come to y'all, do a quick video just discussing the game, my thoughts on it, where the YouTube and Twitch side of things will be taking place as far as this game goes. How much we'll do in the future. So I just want to come to you, just talk to you, think what you think about the game. Now that we've had a chance to actually play through the story, which I have to admit was a really good story. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but we will get to that part. However, I'm not too sure, just getting this straight out the bat, how this game would do long term. This is the big question a lot of people had. A lot of the skepticism about this game was long term life cycle. How is this going to hold up? How long is the player base going to stay with this game? First thing I want to talk about real quickly is the story is really good. The episodic type of story that we see in this game is it doesn't feel that cohesive at first, but we know the main story. There's one more star in the universe, and these Battleborn heroes are kind of sent and brought together to stop Rendane from taking over the last star. That's pretty much what it's about. So you have to go to all these places and knock out all these little fortresses, if you will. That's just the word we're gonna use. Knock out these hubs to kind of whittle down the defenses of Rendane so you can get to Rendane and fight him. That's pretty much what the episodes are for the most part about. So you go to each place. A few of the places you have to defend, but some of these defense missions are pretty hard doing solo. We did most of the game solo. There's a few missions we had to do just to complete it. We did, I think, the first 6 episodes, the launch stream. We did about a 14-hour launch stream the Tuesday. Actually, really, the Monday night it came out. We did a launch stream. Didn't get offline until, I want to say, about 7 a.m. Started at about 6 p.m. the beginning the night before. But we had a great time. I had a lot of new followers, a lot of new support for the stream, which was really good to see. By the end of the story, though, it was kind of a what now? That's what everybody asked in the chat. They're like, what now? What do we do? And of course, the one side of it is PvP, and PvP is a lot of fun. However, how long will you be able to play PvP and not find it very repetitive? There's only incursion, capture, and meltdown, at least right now. I feel like the longevity is going to come into play on whether or not a lot of people decide to play and experience all of the Battleborn heroes. Right now, there's about 25. With the DLC and with the upcoming content that we'll be getting, we'll get up to about 30. However, how long will you play all these characters? I know there's a one side of it where you can level up to 100, which a lot of people are already getting close to 100, just like in the closed beta. A lot of people got to 100 very early. Getting to 100 in the command rank, getting all of your characters max rank is another cool thing you could probably do. Doing the 100% lore master for each of the 30 characters. We'll go ahead and say 30, but right now 25 characters is something that can give you a lot of things to do and a lot of time. Outside of that, I'm trying to think, what can you do in this game that'll hold me? You could go back and play all the characters just using a different character, playing a lot of different missions, and yeah, that'll be fun after a while. I don't know. I'm enjoying this game a lot though. But to be honest, I don't know how long this game is going to hold me. That being said, I will do another of this game to complete my Battleborn series. I'm working on Miko right now. I'm also working on Wrath right now. I have those coming out in the next couple weeks. It takes a lot of time. I'm not the best at making long guides. This is my first venture. This game is my first venture of doing character guides, so I'm not the best. I'm not the quickest at doing this. And I didn't want to just do PvP gameplay. I wanted to just walk you through the character, show you who you might be, seeing, what perks or what skills you might be seeing, and what how they play out in PvP and PvE. So that's why it's taking me a lot longer. I'm having to play with the guy, experience the character first, and then work on the video. So I have Miko coming up, who I think is awesome. Raph is coming up, who I think is awesome as well. Just taking me a little longer than I expected to get those out. I've seen the response from Caldarius and the response from Oscar Mike, and they have, honestly, I think those are, if I looked, last I checked, they're in my top 20 most viewed videos. And that lets me know for some reason y'all like watching those type of videos. So I will make sure I complete the character guide. I will be getting the 5 DLC characters so we can do character guides on there. But I will. A goal of mine is to actually complete the character guide for all the Battleborn characters because I said I would. I keep my word, so I will finish that. I know we haven't had a character guide in like 2 weeks now. This week we will probably I'll try to either get up Wrath or Miko. So just bear with me on that one. That being said, anyway, as we pull back to where I was discussing earlier, how long will this hold us? If you're not the type of person who's gonna want to grind out each character, I don't know how long this will hold you. The player base and the skill base, skill gap, if you will, on this type of game is pretty big. If you have not had a whole lot of experience playing this type of game, I have a lot. I won't say a lot. I played a lot of Team Fortress 2, which is kind of similar to, just like Overwatch is kind of similar to Team Fortress 2. Dota, is that how you say it? Dota. This is kind of similar to those type of games, but they are very different. As I would say, if anything, they're kind of hybrid type of games where you have to push, escort something, push something, things like that are kind of objectives of the PvP side of things. I don't think there's a version of this where you just go out, each team just has kill. You just kill. That doesn't seem to be the type of game this is. You have objectives and you have to pick a character to hold those objectives down. So that being said, how will this hold out, at least for me, at least for the Twitch, at least for the YouTube, we will do the character guides. I don't know how much more I would do outside of that. I did upload the final boss because I thought that was kind of cool to see, and I uploaded the Sentinel boss, which I found pretty good as well. What I will say about this game, good and bad. This is going to be a little review. The good and bad is I found the mechanics of the bosses to be very refreshing for Gearbox, and this will be more telling for when we see Borderlands 3. All the bosses in the entire campaign are different. All the bosses have mechanics, and basically what mechanics are is things you can't just straight out go and just hammer away at a boss. You have to do other things. You have to, go through cycles of damage or something like that. You don't just shoot. You can't shoot. You have to, shoot, stop, do other stuff, do other objectives. Once that's done, you can go back and fight it. Those are mechanics. They're not very, They're not very expansive mechanics, but they are mechanics nonetheless. And the final boss is a final boss. I wouldn't be ashamed to say that this is probably, at least in comparison to the Borderlands games, this is probably their best well-made final boss that they've put together. The Sentinel, the Warrior, and the Destroyer were all, good bosses. But as far as a final boss battle, Rendane is the king. Out of all 4 of those bosses that Gearbox has made in their recent games, Rendane is the most like a final boss. I really like the inclusion. This is kind of spoiler as well. I really like the inclusion. If you've already seen the Battleborn final boss battle that we have up on YouTube that we put out last week, you fight Rendane for a while, you go back, you gotta fight all the other type of people. Not everybody, but you fight a few instances of bosses that you fought in previous episodes. This is really good to see. This is what I call mechanics. This is making the final boss battle unique. It makes you, at least for me, it makes it unique. Makes you remember, this is how we fight the other people. I remember we fought this guy, we can take him out because we previously had experience fighting this past boss. So you know how to handle them. But it's refreshing to see bosses that you fought in the past and you had to figure out how to beat them, coming back and you have to fight them again and using all the things you learned in the game to take out the final boss. That was really pleasant to see. I hope and really hope to Gearbox that they include these type of bosses and these type of enemies and this type of boss fights inside Borderlands 3. The mechanics were really good. They were really smooth. I love that part of it. They should really have that in Borderlands 3. Gearbox, if you're listening, please do it. Please. The graphics were really good. We've already talked about the graphics in previous impression videos on this game. The graphics are really good. I didn't find a lot of dips in the gameplay. There really wasn't any. I found the frame rate to be really good overall. That being said, we got to do something about long term about this game. I don't feel that this game is going to hold me long outside of doing character guides, at least for YouTube and Twitch, because after I finished the game, I was like, what is there to do? I could go just take other characters, and that would be fun just playing with other streamers. But outside that, just solo for the solo player, that I honestly will not spend a whole lot of time playing PvP. I enjoy PvP. I rock a really good Miko. I rock a really good, who else are you alive in PvP? Rav, Montana, those are the kind of characters I use the most. But that being said, I don't know if this is going to hold me. I love Gearbox. I will support Gearbox to the end of the world, because Gearbox and their games have put me in a position that I am right now and will be continually as we get closer to Borderlands 3. And any of the games that they put out, I will support, because they are just an awesome company, and I have a relationship with the community over there. So I want to just, support them as best they can. But I don't know how long this is going to hold me. I don't know if there's anything I can do. There's not anything I can do as far as builds outside of just character introductions. There's not like we can, go out and loot for gear in the same sense that we could with Borderlands. We can't just do gear, anything as far as weapons and things like that. And this is not that type of game. I'm totally fine with that. But that being said, at least for my type of stream, I just want to let you know, if those who are coming from Battleborn, how much we were expecting. I'm not totally sure right now. We'll be doing the character guides. I will still be playing it on stream, still supporting it. I probably will backtrack it a little bit from 5 a week of this Battleborn streams to maybe 2 or 3 until we get the DLC. When the DLC comes out, we'll focus on that. The only other thing I can think of me focusing on is the probably taking some time searching for the Borderlands Easter eggs that they've already sprinkled a few in the game, and we'll be sprinkling a whole lot more in the DLC. But that'll be coming in due time. I just want to come out and make a video. If there's something that you want to see me tackle on Battleborn, maybe some PvP guys on what characters work well together, or what builds work best when you have these characters out there, anything like that, let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of Battleborn. It's been 1 week. I feel it was enough time to just come back, take a week, play the game, and see where we're standing in a week. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching all my videos and supporting all of them. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as it gives me more want to keep making videos for you lovely people. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys right now. Thank you guys so much for watching the video once again. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.